Hello and welcome to 15 Minute Gamer. My name is Tony and this is a review type thing for No Man's Sky on the latest update, which is the Beyond update. What are you for? What are symbols for? I wasn't expecting you to do. Why do you want talk to? Okay, we'll talk to you then. You gotta do you not find yourself hungry? Yes. Would you like? Yeah. You can have the stuff. Thanks, dude. Don't even know why you did that, but never mind. We will save it there. Yeah, save this game. Right. So, No Man's Sky Beyond. Why are you all dead of power as well? Oh, there's so many problems going on in my base. I've got 3 solar panels. You should not be dead. Yeah. By the way, I'm not like good at base building, as you can see. It's a little bit of a mess. I've got some vehicles. These are solar panels. Obviously, they're supposed to be doing things. Like, it's dark, so they're not going to do anything. And they've all run out of power, so I guess I'm going to have to sort that out. But why I'm here is because this game has become my most played game of this year. And now, I play a lot of games. It also isn't running very well because the way it records, but yeah, normally runs bad. The reason for this is because I've only put 16 hours in. You're probably going, 16 hours? That's not a lot to play on the game. I have 800 games on Steam. I play PlayStation. I don't dedicate time to one game. And in fact, my most played game's 110 hours, which was 7 Days to Die. I love that game, but it gives me migraines. So I can't play it anymore. So I tend to put maybe 5-10 hours into a game. Very rarely. This is 16 in 1 week. 1 week I put 16 hours into this, which is just unheard of for me. So, you might be thinking, but No Man's Sky was that terrible game that came out. Yes, it was. And I'm going to agree with you. The first time I played this, should we do something fun? Let's take this for a spin while I'm talking. Yes, it was a terrible game. It was I did not like it. My review originally, I'd done the review when it first came out. I slaughtered this game. I was like, yeah, I don't even want to play this anymore. It's just not even close to being good enough. It was boring. It was repetitive. It was badly done. There was bugs. There was nothing to do. There was no structure in it. There was no anything. And I was very disappointed. Don't break rocks, dude. I was very disappointed. Does it go across water? See, I get distracted far too easy. We're going to find out. Yeah, I was very disappointed when it first came. No, I'm not going to find out because I'll probably not crash. I've already crashed with it like 100 times. I was very disappointed just to sort of play the game was grindy. You kind of just, all you were doing is getting resources to go to the next place, 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 to go to the next place. There was no reason. However, since I last played it, they've done a lot of work. Like, this is my base. I'll show you around once we get back. This thing, oh, I hate I do not like the controls on these things. It's like dual stick controls. We'll plonk this somewhere up here. It is also running terribly. Right, yeah, it's just the way it records. So, this is my base. And you build bases by gathering resources. Then you press up on the D-pad, on this case. And what you can do is you've got all these things. So you've got like a portal, you've got storage containers. You've got specialists in here, so this is a farming specialist. That is he does build me stuff. That's my refiner. That's a research unit. I've got save points. I've got a weapon specialist and an engineer. So these will give you missions to do. So this guy here, currently, his next mission is a tough one. Like, I failed on it yesterday. So let's have a look. Weapon, yeah, he's doing that. That is really tough. I'm not even going to have that done because otherwise we'll get tapped by sentinels. So you can see here, search base computer archives is our next mission on here. So what we're going to do is, while we're here, let's just do that mission. So the base computer updates about every 2 hours, and then you can get some blueprints from it up to a maximum of 100%. I'm on about 57%, I think it is. So we shall just run over here and activate it, and we'll see what we're going to get from it. Automated archive recovery in progress. Data recovered 61%. So let's see what it's going to give us. Having great success with Van. Yeah, it's not that important what to see. And we'll search the database. Yay, what did we get? Medium refiner. Oh, that's not that exciting. I've already got a large refiner. But meh, never mind. Right, so how do you build things once this does it? Because it's probably going to give me more. See, that's going to start the next one, so we'll leave that. Right, so how do you get building? So what you do with building is you access, click on something and that. Then, you see on the right-hand side, it tells you what you need. So I need magnetized ferrite and dehydrated hydrogen jelly. Now, you get resources from things. So if I get this out, and I'll swap it to a mining beam. Here, this gives me ferrite dust and dioxide. So do that. That gives me my resources. So that's how I get that. Ferrite dust. Ferrite dust is very important. This thing here is a tree. I know. This gives you carbon, so I can shoot that and get carbon if I want it. So I'll keep doing that. Now you have two other things in your arsenal. I can do this. That's a scanner. That shows me up there's sodium. There's sodium there. Sodium there. There's that's see where what I needed before. So if I need to collect that, just go over there, jump over, and start blasting the hell out of them, and that's going to give me the resources I need to build that thing. So on here, what you'll see normally is sodium, that stuff, O2, and that's about it. You also have a second visor as well. So if I do that, this is called your analyst visor, and what you do, hover over thing. So some damaged machinery over there. There's a knowledge stone over there. Knowledge stone will give you words. There's a plant over there, a Groot flower. You can see that unknown building over there. My base is here. There's health over there. There's a cargo drop there. There's an animal there. If I go over the animal, it tells me what it is. And over there, you can see more frostwater. Some buried technology modules, which are very important. There's some deposits up there. Some more deposits up there. And then along there, copper, really important. And also what we've got here. It doesn't even tell me what that is. And when you hover over the stones, it even tells you. If you haven't found one, you click. Oh, look, there we go. Where was that thing there? So I can scan that. And when I scan it, it tells me what it is, and I get some credits for scanning it as well. So the game's like, well, I'll reward you for doing that. So that's how you kind of get resources and stuff. That's where the little bit of grind comes in. Now, what you're grinding for is things like this. So you have an exosuit, you have a starship, a multi-tool, exocraft, which then things over there, and you also have a freighter, which I have got as well. We're going to go to the freighter in a second. So this is your thing. You only have a certain amount of slots. As you can see, my slots are full. So what I can do is I could click on it like that, and I can transfer it. So I have a high suit capacity cargo area. So say I love collecting, let's see, ferric dust. Then I always want to go in there, and then it means it's not taking up a space in my normal inventory because it's high things. So that means every time I collect ferric dust, it's going to go in there instead of in here. See all the things I've got. I've got navigation data. I've got silver. I've got paraffin, that sort of thing. I've got shields. So in here, you'll see technology. Technology. These are all the technologies I've currently got on my exosuits. So I've got an oxygen recycler. I've got a hazmat gauntlet. I've got a translator. I've got a nitrogen sieve. In here, I've also got, you get life support. These are things you're going to get. So you can see here, my life support is currently going down because I'm out in the cold. It's currently minus 56.6. So there it is, hazard protection. Click on there, and then you can recharge it. See, that's about halfway down now. Probably a bit easier to see on there. And now I've got some sodium. So that is now recharged. You can see at the bottom of my menu, that is now full. Same as life. So life, I can use that. I want to top that up. There we go. It's topped up. Well, a little bit topped up. I didn't have the resources. So I can do that. So that's how you got to keep things topped up. So you can see here, thermal stabilizer isn't topped up. Put that on. Then my thermal protection will stop going down as quick. So I can do that if I'm in like a radiation place or whatever. I can then move it or dismantle it or discard. I can discard any of these things. It tells you how much they're worth. So you can see that's worth 20,000 units. That's worth 15,000 units. That's worth 171,000 units on there. That's really hard to get, and it's used for everything. So I tend to keep that. So, and what you can do is you can go over. Oh, bases. See how the base is back powered again, the solar panels. So what the solar panels do is they're generating, they pull in the batteries, and then the power goes. I need to rearrange this. I think I want one battery per thing because things are dying. In here, because I haven't shown you in here yet, we have some plants. I'm growing some plants. I also have a galactic trade point and appearance modifier as well. So the galactic trade point, you go in there. You can see what you've done. So I've done 92 Ks on foot. I've met 51 aliens, 51 words. I've done 1.7 million pounds. So yeah, you can see on there. So I click on there. And I can sell items from my inventory. So if I'm like, well, I don't need that anymore. Just click on it. And I get 516 units. I can then buy as well. So if I'm like, oh, I'm running out of microprocessors, I can click there and buy some more. So you'll see there. Now you see costs and stuff like that. So it's 0.64 more expensive to buy from here. That is a lot, very expensive for that. Very expensive. But I can also make that as well. So if I go into here, click on there, I can make most of that stuff. So if I want to make some circuit boards, look how much they're worth. I need a heat capacitor. Now, can I build a heat capacitor is a question. So I'm going to click on there. Going to look on there. There it is. So I just need 100 frost crystals and some selenium, which I'm not sure where I get that from. But once I craft that, and the other thing it needs, which is the that's how much money I would make. So that's how you craft things like that. And that's part of one of my missions. So if I want some launch fuel, I just need 40 dihydrum, some metal plating. So I'd make a metal plate. From there, click on there. There's metal plate done. I can move that up there if I want to. I can also stack, but I've only got one of them. So you can see there's 3 capsules all stacked on there as well. So that's kind of how it all fits together. You can also refine stuff in here. So I'm going to go here. And what I can do here is you can see I've got oxygen in there. So if I refine oxygen, it turns into carbon. If I mix oxygen with silver, it makes me that. So I just click begin. And that's going to do that for me. So yeah, I can refine what I want. I also have a food processor, so I can make food. Now, I don't know because it's how you make bait and stuff like that for things. Right, so this is your teleporter. So what a teleporter does is this is how you get around. So I click on there. I can then choose where to go. So these are all the systems I've been to. And I can just go to any of them. I can go forward and backwards anytime I want, which on the original No Man's Sky you couldn't. Having a base was pointless because you could never go back to it. So you never felt like you had a homeworld. This is my homeworld. I go around it all the time. So before we leave, we'll just talk a little bit about what's on here. So these are all discoveries. These are all the planets I've discovered. So I can click on there. I can see information if I've went around them or not. Then you can see what the economy is, what fight level, aggressive. Catalog shows me all the stuff I've found. Milestones shows me what I'm doing. Log is all my missions. So I can see here it wants me to build instant knife accelerator. Weapons research. Do that, and do that. So, and then these are my primary missions. So it wants me to find the next Atlas interface. Search for Artemis and Ghost. I'm not putting that on for long because obviously no spoilers. So, let's get on my little spaceship. And we will take off into the sky. So, when you're in the sky, you're free to pretty much do what you want. So, if I take off, the first thing you'll probably see is... What are these? Are these spaceships? Yep, we've got some spaceships. There we go. There we go. And these are asteroids. So, if I shoot an asteroid... You can see the resources flying in there. So we're getting some gold from that one. These are all resources. These are your ships. Well, they're just random ships. You can't buy them, though. What I can also do is a thing called the Atlas. This is the newest feature. So let's press down. And let's bring it in. This is the multiplayer hub. So this is where you can sign up and play online with people. So I'm going to show you how it works. I'm just going to go in and it'll take me nicely in like so. I like the little intro sequence in here. Sometimes it does crash though. I've had a few times where I've just been like, there's no landing pad and it just makes me go around in circles. So these are all other players. All these other guys are all other players. I can team up, I can talk to them so you can see all their ships. See, so that's like an X-Wing, that's mine. Mine looks rubbish compared to theirs, but ships are not cheap. Like, mine was 2 million, I think. This would probably be about 16 million. Like, it's very expensive. Down here you have the new feature, which is the Nexus. Click on there. And what people do is these are where you can team up for other people. So if I do that, collect 5 stone crystals, they'll give me their money. But I've got to team up with other people. And I don't like other people. I don't play with other people too much. Jump up here. We've obviously got jetpack. And what I can do up here, if I run around, is up here I can buy stuff for my base. So if I'm like, I really want something for my spaceship, I go and see this guy. These are all aliens. And I can research starship upgrades. So I currently have 452 clusters. And you can see there, that's the money for all the clusters. So I can buy one. I'm looking more for exosuits because I want to see if you've got a shield. Because I need a stronger shield. You don't have what I want. But what I can do is if I'm like, actually, I want that, just click on it and it's mine. It shows you underneath what you need to make it as well, so you can gauge. So you can get upgrades for your, for everything really. And on here, you can get up like more infantry slots and stuff like that. Over here, we have stuff for our weapon. So I can click on him. And I can select, so if I'm like, actually, I really want a Blaze Javelin, because that sounds fun. I can click on that, and that's 250. There we go. And that's now mine. And I can add it to my thing. So I can click on there, and that's how you do that. I can also visit other people's bases by going up here. And click on there. I can go and visit them in there. Over this way. Them two give you missions in there, but I'm halfway through a mission on both of them at the moment. In here are a few guys. Sometimes they'll give you credits. So this guy, well, do I have time to waste? Show me what you have. I don't have anything for him, so I can't give him anything. This guy likes you to do milestones, so I can give him. And he'll go, well, what have you been doing? And then I will transmit the data. And then he'll give me some nanites, see? It's a lot of 450 nanites. This guy here, if I've discovered anything lately. So, let's see. What does he want? There you go. He's happy now. How many nanites does he give me? It didn't come up, but that's fine. I'm sure he gave me something. And that's like the new multiplayer feature. So all them players running around, there are other players. You can interact with them, you can talk to them, you can do missions with them, and that sort of thing. So I'm going to go off, and I'm going to show you what else you can do. So I'm going to fly off. This is sometimes where it crashes. Good, it hasn't. Your cockpit just goes. Right, so this thing here, my freighter is over there. So I'm going to go across to there because I want a mission. Nope, not doing the elite. So if I kill that pilot, I'll get 300,000 units, which isn't bad. So here is my capital ship. It's a big freighter. I get in it up here. So, ooh, I've got 2 ships now. Yay. Right. So we need to go on board here and do a new mission. So you can buy new freighters and you send them out on missions as well. And this one should just be coming back from a mission, actually. Because when I was playing last night, there was a mission on it. So let's jump out and let's go and show you how the frigates work. So I'm going to go up here. We'll just fly. Try not to break my legs. It happens a lot. I usually forget my jetpack. Like, no. And then crash into something. So let's go upstairs. All this is expandable. You can make it bigger, smaller. You can put new corridors on. Right, so my commander should be back. Calibrating. Yeah, he is, I think. Yep, debrief. Let's see what we've got. And then you go on a mission, so the code 3360 light years. We've got 45. We've got some pearls. We've got some units. We've got more units. We've got more units. We've got more units. We've got some art crystals. And then end there. Yeah, sweet. That's going to be a lot of money. Don't know how much money that's going to be. I presume they're in freighter hold. So they're worth not too much money actually. They're worth 100 grand. So we'll be selling them. We'll be selling them. And we got 121,000 credits. Sweet. So we're going to click on him. Yep. So let's put you to work. Oh, they're all 2 difficulties. That one is 3 hours 35. Covers a lot of light, yeah, so there might be a few. So let's go there. I can also put you in there. You in there. I'm going to give you some explosive drones. And that's about it I've got for you. Launch expedition. Sweet. And they're going to go off and do their thing now. And you can buy extra freighters. The freighters are about 1.9 million is the average for them. So I just don't have enough money yet. How much I got now? 925. So I'm about $1 million off. Whee! Why is the planet showing through here? Right, so let's take back off. And we're going to go to the space station, which is the final kind of thing to show you in space. So the space station is there. We will engage our pulse engine. Boom. These things need topped up as well. Pulse engine. Click on there. Do that. Launch thrusters. Off on there. This is hyperdrive. So that needs fuel. So when I click on it, how to do fuel, click on there. What you need is you need some where are you? Antimatter. There. And then you need antimatter housing, and then you can make your fuel for jumping between systems. Actually, before we go in there... No! I got caught. So leaving things like this don't cost you launch fuel, so you don't have to worry too much. You can do that as much as you want. So we're going to jump out of here. So on this side of every stop, they're all the same. It's a bit of disappointment. This is exosuit upgrades. This is vehicle upgrades. That's spaceship upgrades. This is exotool. I can buy new ones. So if I'm like, ooh, what is that? Click on there. Compare it to my current one. But he wants a lot of money. It's 2.6 million. But there is 4 more slots. So, you know, that might be something I might be interested in the future. So I can click on there. We'll take them. They all have different things to sell. If I jump over here. So let's fly up here. Fly me to the moon. These are all aliens. You can interact with them all. So this guy here. And you can learn new words off them. So you can see that I can see some of his words. So I want to request dialect help. And then it gives me like 4 choices. So I can do technology, covert, trade. I'm going to do trade symbol. Thanks. And they've taught me the word for reward. Important word. There's a selling terminal. This guy's probably the most important in here. Well, one of the most important. This guy gives you missions. So let's browse the missions. So these are all things. Take a photo of land down. That's going to be easy. Let's take that on board. Do that anytime. Kill 15 creatures. I don't like that. And the rest are on there. Raid a planetary harvest. I still haven't seen one of them. So I'm not really sure what that means. This guy here is the Trade Guild. I think they're called. Guild of Mercenaries. But yeah, I haven't got high enough level for them. This guy will take navigation data off you. So I click on him. Leave. I've got none, so you can't buy it. And there's no teleporter, so I can go back my base. I can go anywhere I like. So let's kind of summon that up. Right, I'm just going to go back into space and summon the final bits up of No Man's Sky. Because you're wondering what the point is now. So you get missions, you've got your things to find. Oh, there's no, so 100. So, if we go back into here, you can see we've got that, and that. We've got 3 primary missions to do. So if I press down and then go across the galaxy map. So I've got Atlas Station. So if I want to go to the Atlas Station, it shows me where it's going. So I've got to go up there, up there, up there, and then across to there and down there. So I've got, what, 6 jumps to do to get there? And then down. So that's a long way. So I would need 6 lots of hyperdrives to get there. Free Explore, I can just go anywhere. Galactic Core. So this is like how I finish the game. That's the objective of this game, is to get to the center of the galaxy. So you can see there's just so many jumps, it's crazy. And then I've got current missions. So next I want to find is my Atlas Station. So I want to go. So I'm going to have to find a way. But once you've been to a system close by, you can then just continue. Yeah, you can just go to that place. And if I go to Free Explore, there you go. They're all visitable. You can go to any of these. It's just crazy, isn't it? I know. It's just unbelievable. So that's how you get around. So the whole point is you've got to get to the center of the galaxy. You do that by getting resources, building your base up, getting stuff, mining, going to planets. I mean, any of these planets are totally good. So if I just aim for that. So, yes, what they've done is they've decreased the grind, which is so good. It's not as grindy as it used to be. They've made resource gathering easier. They've given you more things to go around. They're going to let you play with your friends. And what I like is just all these have stuff on. The only thing I don't like about it is they don't have like cities. Like none of these planets have like cities or mass civilizations on them. They might have tiny little things dotted around and resources, but to me there's not much point in like visiting each one. Like I'm just like, oh no. Oh well, you're gonna see some space combat. Damn it. And they're gonna stop me. Yep, because I found out I've got cargo. Right. Space combat. Damn it. Right, so we've got 3 pirates here. Let's start firing the hell out of them. Whoa, he got a bit close. Oh. The best one is the phase beam. I like the phase beam. Because the phase beam does that. It does run out overheat very quickly though. Oh, the little bugger. We need to get rid of one at least. Because, yeah, there we go. Oh, we could have really took them out there. And we missed every single shot there, and I have missiles as well. It's fine. Straight into my beam. And yeah. And these guys are normally not too bad. They're not like really difficult to take on. They're just a bit of a pain in the bum. Oh. Not one of them hit. It's fine though. It's fine. It's fine. So yeah, you can see, but you can buy stuff to, you know, upgrades to stop it overheating as much. You can power your ship a bit more. Ow, ow, ow. Oh no, 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 no. This is the problem. This is the problem for me. Shields are recharging. Good, good, good. Right, that's 2 down. So we should just have 1 more. There we go. We've got full shields. I could have recharged because you can quick recharge on the go, but I didn't. I think we've got the best of them now. He's probably going to, yeah, I was going to say he's going to turn to me and fight, but that's his downfall. Let's swap to my phase beam because I just need 1 hit on him. There we go. There we go. Yay. Give me all your resources. Oh, that's worth a fortune, that. Good, 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 good. Right, where were we going? So let's just get this planet. I can scan it and it's going to show me what's on it. So frost crystals, combat. It's the same kind of same planet as I'm already on. So I can just do that, aim towards it. fly down and just start exploring. So there's deposits. So you see there's a copper deposit. And then if I want to land, I just press the X button. Like so. See there. And then I can scan, find out what resources, and then get this out and have a little look around. See what we've got. So we've got some dioxide, some sodium, something, dioxide, buried technology module, copper. So that's how it works. And that is No Man's Sky. And to me, the improvements have made it so good. It's well worth the grind now. You're always going towards that next thing. And yeah, I just want to make this video on the hottest day ever, just to show you what it's like now. So thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you all later. Goodbye.